Sorry, friends, Mitty Man coming back at you again for Walker's Music with yet another word for the day. Sunday night edition. We give God the glory and praise for life, health, and strength for as well as it is, people. You want to say we give Him the glory. Also, we want to give a shout out to the entire family, YouTube, End Time Harvest Game, Blog Talk, everyone. I want to say something right quick tonight before I forget it. I give every one of you your accolade. You know that. And we appreciate every one of you. But tonight I got something I need to say quickly while it's on my mind. There will be some minor changes that I'm going to make in the upcoming weeks. For right now, I will not go into great details right now. But you will be noticing some different things of times I come online and whatnot. Been having a bunch of issues with this here network, and so I need to do some changes. And so I'm just letting everybody know that there will be some changes made, and so be looking out for them. I will be announcing some more stuff that I will gonna try to employ in Blog Talk as far as the online Bible study is concerned. We want to make certain that we keep that intact to the best that we can, because like I said, that is a commandment. Teach online. In other words, God directly told me that. So I mean, I must try to keep my end of the bargain. In other words, it's not up for negotiation. I must do what He say. In other words, God gave us free will, but we know that if you don't do what God said do, you'll regret it. I just tell you like that. So with that being said, I wanted to also say that we need to be careful. You know, when we doing all our little twists and turns about being consumed in the ministry, yes, remember, Jesus said that a man is going to say in that day, Lord, I did this in your name and I did that in your name. And He declared, He said, I tell you, I didn't know you. I know you not. So we need to be very careful, because we can be caught up in the work and not know the master. In other words, we are for certain of that because of the fact that He made that statement very plain, that there will be many in that day saying, the Lord, we did this in your name, we did that in your name, we cast out devils and do. But Jesus said, I will declare unto them, I never knew you. So we got to be very careful that we know the master. And it's easy. It's easy. Matter of fact, Mitty Man gonna take up a few of the next couple of days in the Bible study. We're going to be dealing just with that subject matter, if the Lord say so. We want to be careful, people. We want to be very careful, and we want to be very certain that we are doing the things for the right reason. See, a lot of time we do things, but we're not doing them for the right reason. And we don't have the right motive behind the reason we do things. Sometimes we do things for a show, an outside show to the world, or people please, or to be well spoken of. And it's all right to want to have a good reputation with man. There's nothing wrong with that, but we need to make certain that we're doing the thing for the right reason. A lot of times we do things because we're afraid of what people gonna think about us. It was, you know, or how they gonna feel about it. But if I got to go and if I got to lower my standard, or my standard of living and my morals, if I got to make myself miserable in order to make you happy, that's not gonna work. In other words, Jesus didn't tell me I had to do that. So I just treat you right. In other words, I can do that, but I don't have to let anyone just abuse the situation. In other words, you got to know where to cut the deck. It's a fine line. So that being said, there's many men that saying that look out for the changes. And I hope that this video will be okay when I upload it. Been having a lot of issues with the internet. Facebook is almost impossible. I have stopped. Let me make an announcement. I have really tried to stop. I have stopped trying to send messages to anybody on Facebook as far as the chat feature. I try to go into the direct message. I do that, or I use the announcement thing where I do the shout out, and that's about the best I can do, because to bring up that little chat window, for me, it's not happening. So with that being said, Mitty Man just want everybody to know what time it is, and if the Lord say so, we will be back with Blog Talk on tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Eastern Standard Time, people. That's my time. So you figure out your time zone. In other words, you figure it out. So with that being said, Mitty Man is just saying whatever you get into, if God is not in it, you get out of it. It should be your best bet to get out of it. It's Mitty Man saying peace. Good night.